Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Kemman. Albert, we've been on here 13, 14 years, however long.
Think how fast that's going.
It is going.
Unbelievable.
And the first time we've ever done our NFL preview before the college preview, because we have NFL football in 11 days. It's coming, and the king is here. And somehow we knew if someone were to pull it off. We weren't sure about the bubble. It was okay. We weren't sure about hockey. What were we surest of? Who was going to play ball?
Yeah, the NFL. They took everything, and then they got rid of nothing. They did the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They did everything in place.
Absolutely.
They just kept going, and they just found a way to change it a little bit here and there. Mm-hmm. But we knew the king, the NFL, was going to play. They know how to make the money. They got the gamblers ready. They got fantasy ready. And
FanDuel's just licking their chops for those little parlays where if so-and-so rushes for 80 yards.
And everybody's playing them.
And
everybody playing. But that's the NFL. And they were going to play. This is the first time that we've ever done an NFL show before our college show.
It's always
but we know that you fans want what's coming.
Well, they should be having their drafts. Have you had any?
Oh, they had their drafts. Yeah.
Okay.
They all have their 6 teams picked.
Now let's look at this thing. There's news, too, because you have a dude that is known as the GOAT. And the GOAT goes from New England to Tampa. And with the GOAT goes the expectations. Their odds are, compared to what they were, their odds are ridiculous.
It is amazing what one player has turned this over. And Gronk followed him right down there. Yes, we're talking about Tom Brady. And we're going to find out if it's Belichick or Brady this year, how those two teams react. Tampa one way, New England another. How exciting is to see Brady in a different uniform. It was funny because I saw a highlight of him. Usually they put red jerseys on quarterbacks. Well, because Tampa's red, they put an orange jersey on him. Don't touch him.
Don't touch him. It could be like a highway cone, but don't touch him. You want a quick way out of Tampa?
Yes.
You want to get your bags packed quickly. Touch him.
Yes, it's true. The areas will have you out so fast.
First of all, he'd use about 8 words we haven't heard before.
Yes.
He makes his own up as he goes. He's like that Barry Trotz. He's my favorite hockey
coach. Their language is a little different. That F word's coming out.
He was the guy that coached the Capitals. He's the only man in sports that can use the F-bombs: noun, verb, adverb, pronoun, adjective, and conjunction.
Oh, yeah. And they do. They can do it.
Oh, this guy's the greatest when it comes to that. But on a serious note, we're expanding the playoffs.
That's big.
Last year, that's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the expansion of the playoffs. So people are going to stay into the end. They're going to 7 teams instead of 6. The number 1 seed will get the home and the bye. It's going to be so interesting.
We're used to 2 hosting.
Yeah, we are. Good point, George.
Now we're going to 1. So if you get the best record of the league, A, you host, and B, you get a bye. So it's crucial.
So every game's important in the NFL. I'll say that. That is the other thing.
That's another thing.
We've talked about that all the time.
And let's add this, too, because you and I have been around a long time. You want to go broke in a hurry about week 15?
Yeah.
Use that old so-and-so has to win.
Oh, yes.
I'll call him, and I'll go, I don't know. I go, he goes, hey, don't do it, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to turn the TV and the Redskins are going to be ahead 17-0 of the Eagles, and you're going to be like,
it happens every year. They're professionals. The one thing I'll say about professional sports, they're ready to play. That's what they do. They get ready to play every day. And in the NFL, there's only 16 of them.
Yeah.
Week 14 and week 2, they're ready to play. That's the way it works.
Let's look at the favorites. If I said to you who to win it all, I would think you would have a hard time finding anybody but Kansas City. But 6.5 to 1 is not bad at all.
It's great odds for Kansas City. I have 3 teams that I picked out that I would bet on. Kansas City would be one of them.
Okay,
they're the best team in football. They're great offensively, not good, great. And they're better than average defensively. So they're innovative. They have one of the top 3 quarterbacks in football with regards to how the game's played today. Mm-hmm. So I think 6.5 odds for Kansas City is tremendous.
Baltimore at 7. See, this is
I don't see them the same way.
This is a predicament because also we kind of think Pittsburgh's going to be better, and that home field's a big. I don't want my team to have to go on the road 3 times.
No, and that's always been an NFL theme. Mm-hmm. Where you get home. I'd be interested to do with the fans this year, how that works.
Oh. No fan.
Yeah, the fan thing.
I think they're going to get 30%, 20%.
Is that what you think it's going to come down to, George?
At the most. But I mean, they can make some noise. I mean, you get 22,000 people, they'll
still
make
make
some
some
noise.
noise. Yeah, they'll
but
make some
not
noise.
like when you're holding your ears there. You don't know
Right.
what's going
The
on.
Baltimore's the second favorite. I would
You
never
don't
take
like
them.
them
I don't see them win the Super Bowl. That's all.
because
I just don't think they're good enough on both sides. I think they have to be great on one side or good on the other. I think they're just good on both sides, and I also think that teams are going to be beyond what's going on, what Baltimore did last year.
boy, he ran wild.
Jackson just ran them off the map.
He ran roughshod.
And I'm always worried. I've said this for years.
Yeah.
That he's going to get hurt along the way because
You know what?
he runs the ball so many times.
Let me tell you, I'm glad
He's a smart runner though.
I'm going to say that. Somebody the other day showed a highlight of him. It was like 7 plays. And somebody said, man, oh man. And you know what I noticed? He didn't get hit.
Yeah, he's a smart runner. He is. He is. He runs out of bounds or gets down.
Yeah,
so I give him
that's
credit.
what we're talking about.
Yeah.
San Fran at 900. I think they're a little salty the way that Super Bowl. People forget they're up 10 with 6 minutes. He and we needed a field goal in the first quarter.
Uh-huh.
And, our boy, we were selfish, but
yes.
We needed a 3-3 first quarter and didn't happen. And the next thing you know, they're up 10, San Fran, with 6 minutes and end up
You got whooped.
blown out.
Yeah, they are really good on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Really good. Innovative on the offensive side.
You like Garoppolo?
No, not a big. I'm not. I don't have him penciled in as somebody who can win the Super Bowl.
I knew you didn't like him.
I like him.
But
I don't like him like Mahomes.
No,
I don't
whoa, jeez.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what it takes to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You got to be one that taught like Wilson. I don't like Wilson. There's some guys out there who are just better than Garoppolo.
Oh, I couldn't. I couldn't.
But they're the third favorite, though.
How about Tampa at 1,000, 10-1?
That's what Brady does to it, doesn't it?
Isn't the guy?
That's what he does.
I heard a guy talking the other day about him like he was. I never seen.
Oh, he is. He's the best of all time.
It was one of the tight ends. He got like 3 of them.
Right.
I think it was the guy they call him Juice. So I threw, but it's O.J. Howard. And he was talking about Brady like he was from a different planet or something.
Well, they had a good record last year, a decent record.
No.
And Winston, who's 30 interceptions.
Say he throws 15. This guy ain't throwing 30.
No.
Brady is not. Now I'm going to say this. I don't know what he'll do. He's not throwing 30.
No, he's throwing the ball on the ground. Before he throws the ball to the other team, he throws the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
And he has great weapons. You understand? I'll say that for New England.
Oh.
Edelman's tremendous, very underrated, and Gronk was the best tight end ever. But other than those two, they said normal guys that he made look great. Now he's going down there with Evans and the rest of the crew. I'll tell you,
my guy's a guy from Penn State.
They got some really great players.
3 tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
3 tight ends. And one thing about Arians, he'll throw the ball.
Oh, he wants to. Oh yeah. No. You have to do it in the NFL today.
Yeah,
you can't win. The other odds that we see coming out, there's a lot of contenders like New England, like Dallas, like Indianapolis.
I don't like Dallas ever.
Everybody's on that one too.
I know.
Everybody, the common pick.
Yep.
To win the Super Bowl in the NFC is Dallas.
And my question would be,
they haven't done it. They haven't done it. I know.
1995.
They haven't done it. I know. So that's the one. 1800 is because of the odds, 18-1.
I wouldn't go.
I don't know, but
Pittsburgh.
We like Pittsburgh at 22-1.
Yes, we do.
And I like New Orleans at 12-1. I think New Orleans, you get 12-1 on New Orleans because I think they're the best team.
And I think Green Bay at 28 is worth. You got
Rodgers. You have a chance, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Nothing in the rest of this pack.
I do like Arizona.
Okay.
I'll put some money on Arizona.
You know what my problem with Arizona is?
I think they got good all of a sudden.
You know what my problem is?
What?
San Fran, Seattle, and the Rams.
Tough league, huh?
Yeah, that's my problem with Arizona. It's not Arizona per se.
Tough league.
It's those 6 games.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. That's how good I think they're going to be.
Well,
I think they're right with those teams. I think they're right.
Oh man, that receiver! I've always had him.
Everyone around here, that team.
Yeah, everyone here always talks AB. And I've always, in my mind, said, give me the do with the dreads from Houston.
Right. And Arizona's defense came on strong at the end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Murray has 1 year under his belt. I think it's tremendous.
I love Murray.
I love Murray. So I do like Arizona at 30.
Quick criteria to be a good Super Bowl team.
Well, the game has changed so much. Before, I would have said defense. That doesn't even come up in the thought. Number one, you better be able to throw the football and throw it consistently. From first down, second down, third down. The passing game is number one. I'm talking about with the quarterback. I'm talking about protection. And I'm talking about receivers. So number one is passing game. Number two, that goes right with it. Not only do you have to throw it, but you have to be able to throw it off play action. The RPOs is big these days. You have to have it in you have to be able to read that secondary, either hand the ball off to the back or throw it. So RPO is number 2. And number 3, defensively, you have to be able to rush the passer, but more importantly, you better have used the draft wisely on your secondary. Your corners and safeties have to be able to play on rundowns, pass downs, have to be able to tackle, have to be able to cover. You have to have tremendous athletes back there to attack this passing game that's part of the NFL.
Yeah, I would say right now, the teams that don't, they're going to be left behind.
They're left behind. Yeah, that's a good way to say it, Jordan.
Yeah.
They'll be left behind.
But these people that have coronated the Chiefs, my history books tell me don't.
Oh, most teams don't go back to back. No, they don't.
The loser usually really craps out.
Yeah, they do. That's San Francisco. I just think it's different because of the everybody's sitting out for months.
Okay.
I just think Kansas City has a big advance because of that. That's why I like Kansas City so much. You're coming back with the same team, the same offense, and you were by far the best team last year.
Then they added that runner. Didn't they add the runner from OSU?
Yeah, they did.
No, that's not fair.
Yes.
Oh, they're going to be moving that football. Now, let me ask you this. You have Cincinnati. You think healthy AJ, bringing in a new QB, you've got some people there. Tyler Boyd, you like them.
Love Cincinnati this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to see what their over-under is because I'll have that one. Because I think that's how good they've lost close games last year without a quarterback who can move. Now they got Joe Burrow who can really move. He has talent all around.
You like Mixon.
Oh, Mixon. One of the top 5 backs in football. And their defense is good. I like Cincinnati a lot. They've improved immensely. As George said, like Arizona, they play a tough league. But I think they can win some games at home. I think Bengals are that good. I just think they're a team to watch out for.
That's what scares me about their league, and that only.
Yeah, their league's good.
The stinking Steelers and the stinking Ravens and the Browns.
Yeah, they're a good league. It's a great league.
Hey, you think gays won't make Thanksgiving? I gave them Christmas. You cut them. You freed them up for the holiday.
They're after him already, and he hasn't even played the game. And then when their season starts and they play with that team, and their schedule starts off crazily with Buffalo and San Fran, Indianapolis, and Denver. It's a crazy schedule, no question about it. And so the Jets, I think, will be out by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's not done himself any favors, has he? It just seems like he says or whatever he says or does isn't.
And they also have him overrated.
Yeah.
Not him, the
Darnold.
team, because they have Darnold.
Yeah, I'm not.
And so they're saying they should be winning more.
You never see Darnold throw
They're not a good football team a lot, but they're not as good as people have meant built to be. And there's nothing best. Expectations will get that coach fired.
That's like the guy who coaches the Sixers. I don't care who it is.
He's getting fired. Yeah, he was getting fired.
Hey, AFC East, we like the Bills. A lot of people like the devil. We like the Bills.
Yeah, we do. And there's a reason we like the Bills. It's because Allen can run the pass option we talked about. He's going into his 3rd season. I've always loved him. George knows I like him a lot. They got Stephon Diggs. And when you get now your passing game goes from here to here. When you get a receiver like that, they've always been a pass rushing and secondary team. They fit all the parts of what we talked about.
They may have with that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now with Diggs, they may have combined as good as there is.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody might have a better O.
Right.
Someone might have a better D. I'm not sure. But together.
They're really good. Yeah, no, their odds are tremendous, too.
And they play to their stadium, too. Like, you go up there in November, December, there are better places to be than Buffalo.
Yeah, and nobody ever followed Buffalo last year because the Patriots were always in that league.
Yeah.
Well, Buffalo played Houston, had that they had them beat last year, and Houston won. But Buffalo's really going to be good. And I don't have any doubt that they built their team. They're like some teams that take that first year and learn how to win, and then the next year they make a big jump. I really like Buffalo in the AFC.
Pats, Dolphins, Jets, what order?
I have them in that order. I have the Pats.
Pats around 500.
I have Miami, and I have the Jets. One of the team in that bunch that I don't know about is Miami. I'm not sure about them. They're trying to get 2 in there. I don't think. I think.
Well, I know. I'll answer that for you if they're going to play with a rookie quarterback.
I mean, I think Fitzpatrick's going to play.
Yeah,
I do. I think he'll play most of the games. But I know that I'll play Miami over. When Fitzpatrick's playing, it's an over game. He either throws the ball to the other team or throws touchdowns.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of points.
Nobody plays off over.
Let's look at the North. We have Baltimore and Pittsburgh, 11-5, 10-6. Could we swing them around?
Yeah, no, I'll keep it like that.
Okay.
I'll keep it like that.
You don't see them changing?
No.
We like the Ravens.
Because the Ravens they're a good team. I remember.
One thing about, excuse me,
that's all right. Go,
the
George.
Ravens. One thing about the Ravens, even when they're bad, they can beat Pittsburgh.
I agree.
But there's something,
They can
most
be
teams
doing
come into Pittsburgh and they're like, not the Ravens.
No, they got Jackson, who remember, he's MVP.
He's a star.
He's a dual threat MVP, and they got him. They always come up with a defense. Harbaugh always has a defense, but the division is tough, and we have the Steelers right behind them.
Yeah, I have the Steelers.
No, they were 8-8 last year without Roethlisberger.
Yeah, and let's face it, the guy's an All-Pro. He's a Hall of Famer.
You got Watt leading the pass rush, number one pass rush in football, and when you get Roethlisberger and you get Fitzpatrick for a full year, we really like Pittsburgh. We like the Browns too, though.
We do like.
We like the Browns as a playoff team.
We do.
And I think they'll be over 500. I think Stefanski is bringing an offense in that make Mayfield happy. And more importantly, George, Mayfield's not talking. And I like somebody finally figure it out.
Talkers and doers. We know what talkers do. They do. And the Bengals, although we have them improved, the stinking division's so tough.
Yeah, that's why. Their division's super. The Bengals are
if their number's 5, are you over?
Yes.
That's where I see their number.
Let me see it as a 5.
That's what I see it.
Oh, okay. I don't. Yeah, I play Bengals over. I think I told you I think the Bengals are going to be good. I think it's the best division of football.
Here, I can't argue. And there's weather games. I like weather games. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. I like weather.
They all play the weather games.
I like weather games. Now, here's the one. If you gave me one and did the old 4-1.
League, you mean?
Switch the division, just turn the paper upside down. That's this one in my mind. The AFC South. Colts at 9-7. I could have the Colts at 7-9.
Yeah, I would say normal years. This year I can't.
You like Phil Rivers?
No, I like all three of them to turn them, but I cannot put Jacksonville.
No. Yeah, the other three.
In the past,
Jacksonville. Let me say that.
I think they're really bad.
Yeah, they are.
And I see them just in disarray.
But how about the top three? Indy, Houston, Tennessee.
Yeah, no question, George.
But you like.
But I really.
You like Phil Rivers.
Yeah. In this situation,
okay,
I love Philip Rivers.
Okay, talk about that because I have no faith in Philip Rivers at all.
They're going to run that football.
Okay,
they're going to run the ball.
Big line, great line,
the best line of football.
Okay,
and Philip Rivers is tremendous on play action pass. And when you got Hilton out there off play action, you got two great tight ends who couldn't get down the field off play action pass. Before Rivers would be down 14-0 and have to throw the ball every down with San Diego.
Just slinging it.
Every day. I think he'll average between 15 and 20 passes a game for Indianapolis. That's all. Just throw touchdown passes.
Well, they're not going to be throwing that.
No, they're the one team that's going to use their line. They're going to be different. They're like Baltimore. They're going to be a little different in how they play. And I think Frank Reich and him really understand the game of football with regards to how a quarterback plays.
You don't hear anything bad about Frank Reich?
No.
As a leader? And
not at all.
Coach?
No, he does the job.
Okay.
He does the job, no question
Coach,
about it.
Player friendly, maybe. I don't know what the word is, but
he knows the NFL.
Okay.
Knows the NFL.
Knows the NFL. I get what you're saying then. The Titans. I know last year they made magic.
Yeah, they did. And if Tannehill does it again, then I'll say, but they used Henry down the stretch and just dominated teams. And Houston uses Watson. We'll see how Watson does. He's
how about that opener for Houston? You think they were glad told they were going to Kansas City?
I think if you're going to get them, that's what you get them.
Get them right.
Yeah,
get them a little
if you're
fat and happy.
Yeah. You're going to get somebody.
I got you.
Get them early. Maybe they were celebrating. Maybe Kansas City was out celebrating all year. Yeah. I don't know that, but I think that's the only time.
The Jaguar, you don't have Minshew.
No,
I can tell. Right?
No, Minshew's. Once again, if Minshew's your starting quarterback in the NFL, and he did some decent things last year, but he's not elite, and you cannot win this league. league.
I got you.
With that kind of
AFC West, we got the Chiefs. I think we're in full agreement. They're 12-4, 13-3.
That's easy.
And Denver, we think Denver has done more for their offense than anyone could ever imagine speed-wise.
Yeah, and they are. And Drew Lock's now got a season under his belt.
Okay.
You get Melvin Gordon from San Diego, LA they call it. And you get two burners.
Mm-hmm.
Judy from Alabama.
Judy and Hamler.
And Hamler from Penn State.
Hamler's my guy from Penn State. I know one thing. Don't miss him when he catches that slant.
Everybody's copycat. It's a copycat league.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's now looking for where can we get speed like Kansas City has.
Uh-huh.
Denver said, we're going to get it. We're going to go get it. We got two speed marches.
You have that Mile High Stadium. They tend to get some. I'd be careful with them.
If they can get Miller to come back to how he rushed the passer.
Yeah.
I still worry about Denver's pass rush, but if Miller comes hard and gets there,
no pass rush.
I don't think the Chargers are there. Remember, Dallas in the NL, and Chargers, they've been the two picks that people like to pick. I don't see the Chargers.
Hey.
I don't see them.
Yeah, right here. Raiders the same. I remember Gruden.
Your boy Gruden.
He can do Frank Caliendo all he wants.
Well, they're in Vegas now, huh?
Yeah, the Vegas.
They're in
Raiders.
Vegas now, right?
But the bottom line is they got the same team.
He's down on Derek Carr.
Yeah, you can tell he's trying to slide Mariota in there.
He wants Mariota in there, and George and I are both under the thing that Mariota is a tremendous college quarterback.
Yeah.
An average Joe pro quarterback.
Well, what's he done now?
Yeah. I just watch him play.
Got beat up, I tell you.
He's not accurate, and I think accuracy is so important.
Let's do NFC East here. We got the Eagles and Cowboys. It's a coin flip. I'll take the Eagles only because of my disdain for the Cowboys. The way they just show off and throw them out front, and they're always on TV, and they always play Thanksgiving, and they haven't won since '95.
Yeah, both teams were injured a lot last year. They're both coming back healthy. I like both teams. I don't think they're as good as New Orleans and Tampa Bay, but Philadelphia. We'll go with Philadelphia over Dallas, just as George said, because it's not easy to pick Dallas.
No.
We don't want to pick Dallas.
No, we're not picking. And the Giants, they'll have to do some, upgrading.
They're talking about sitting out that first game. They are.
If I was a Steelers fan, I'd be nervous.
Yes, they are,
because from observing the nature of the protests and such, it looks like something they could do.
I gotcha. The
Skins,
they're just bad.
There's just so much going on. Now you see the other day
they're just bad.
Thing came out about Daniel Snyder with those cheerleaders and the places.
Not on the field and off the field.
It's a sewer.
They're just no good.
The North, the Vikes and Packers. You have Vikes.
That's George's team. George's been on the Vikings. George has a pro team Vikings and a college team Oklahoma that he can't get off ever.
Can't get off.
This year he's trying to jump off.
They do well. They never.
Not as good as you want.
They're like that girlfriend that teases you. At some point they're going to mess you up.
Yeah, Devin Cook will step out and be one of the three best backs in the league. No question about it. They're still waiting for Cousins to make the big plays for him. Yeah. I think that the Vikings are a much better team when you don't pick them.
Yeah.
They remember one of those teams this year.
Bears, Lions, you got anything from either one?
It's interesting that there are two teams I don't know about.
Okay.
I think they could be surprises.
They open.
I think they could be surprises, but also think they could be lousy.
I always think
I'm
defense
not sure
when I think Bears, but I think defense because Trubisky doesn't deliver.
Yeah, I don't know what that team's going to do.
Okay.
The Bears, remember, last year the Bears were picked.
Yeah.
To go to the Super Bowl, many teams. They fell apart. Whereas Detroit hasn't been picked at all. Yeah. Now they're coming back with Stafford.
Yep.
Healthy. Patricia's, I think, job's on the line. Josh.
Absolutely. No, it's on.
You think it is? Okay.
The South, we got New Orleans and Tampa.
Loaded.
Both teams loaded. Al likes New Orleans. A lot of the experts are picking Tampa.
Yeah, I like both, but I love New Orleans this year. I think they're going to win their fourth straight division. I think they're talented. I think they're motivated. Brees' last season. I think he's going to go out with glory and go out with a crack at a Super Bowl. They got Emmanuel Sanders to go with Kamara. I think Sanders is a very underrated receiver, and they can rush the passer with Jordan. I really like the Saints, and I know Brady makes the Buccaneers much better. I look for a 4-game improvement there.
Absolutely.
You got Gronk.
Let me ask you about Atlanta, because have they disappointed enough times? Are you done with Atlanta?
I'm not done with them, George. I can't say that. They really came on strong last year, you remember. Of all the teams that came on strong at the end of the year.
They didn't quit.
Remember?
Coach.
No, they saved his job.
Absolutely.
They saved his
Hey,
job.
a few minutes left.
Okay.
Seattle, San Fran, toss up.
Yeah, toss up. No question about it. And people are all picking San. Everybody's picking San Francisco, not me.
Okay.
I'm picking Seattle.
You're Seattle.
Yeah, I do. I think Seattle has them on the brink last year. I think now that they got Olsen at tight end and they got Metcalf and Lockett and they always have Wilson.
Offense. Oh, no.
And they also Wilson.
No. Russell Wilson.
Most underrated player in football.
Absolutely. And you know what? We have to take credit for him. We have to take credit for him when he left NC State to go to Wisconsin.
Yes.
We knew what was coming.
He's a special guy.
Yeah,
he's just as special as you get.
Yep.
There's nobody going to be more special than him.
How about the Rams? Just a tough league?
Yeah, the Rams don't went down. They went down. They're not the Seahawks.
Could the Cardinals finish ahead of the Rams?
They will. I'll say it right now. Rams are going to be fourth place in that league this year.
Okay, we've got a few minutes left. Super Bowl, what could happen? What might happen? What's Al think will happen?
Well, of the teams that are called contenders,
I got you.
That's what and they fit that bill. I like the Steelers coming out as one of the contenders. I think the Steelers will come out and do some serious damage. I like the Buccaneers to be as they're the fourth favorite. I think they'll do some damage also. But those are the two teams I will take. Other people are looking at, as I said, Dallas and San Francisco. We're going to see if the experts are right because that's what they're looking at, George.
Yeah, I can't take Dallas, and I just simply point to the last year's newspaper. Like when I talk about Dallas, I've been hearing this nonsense. They got rid of the
for a long time.
The clapper. They got rid of the clapper.
Garrett,
but they got McCarthy there, and
we'll see if that makes a difference.
Well, it could, but I mean, now he did win one in Green Bay. You can't take it from him.
You can't.
But at the same time, you could look at that and say, wait a minute, he's had one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and only won once.
Yeah, that's how you analyze the situation.
Is there any chance of a sleeper that with someone we're not high on?
Yeah, Arizona. I told you that. I said all along. I said it earlier in the show. Arizona's a team. They're picking up Hopkins, having a very good defense, and having a great quarterback for his second year. Remember, I know he's a great quarterback. It's just the NFL. But late in the year, he started making plays all over the place. He got used to the speed in the league. That's the team. Arizona will be the one that I would say, if you want to put a little money on something that's going to be 300-1 or gigantic odds, that'd be the one. No question about it.
Well, you heard it here on Bottom Line Sports Talk. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.